नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद 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 हरे मुरारे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद 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 हरे मुरारे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। 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 श्री कृष्ण गोविंद 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 हरे मुरारे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव।
गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पतान शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम्। ॐ श्री महागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्ये नमो नमः। वेद वेदान्त वेदांग विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। यो गुरु स शिवः प्रोक्तः यः शिवः स गुरुः स्मृतः। विकल्पं यस्तु कुर्वीत स नरो गुरुतल्पः। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। श्रीकृष्णाय यं प्रव्रजन्तम् अनुपेतम् अपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातराजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तर्वोऽभिनेदुः। तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि। यस्वानुभावम् अखिलश्रुतिसारमेकम् अध्यात्मदीपम् अतितितीर्षतां तमोन्धं संसारिणां करुणया आह पुराणगुह्यं तं व्याससूनुम् उपयामि गुरुं मुनीनां। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्घ्रे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे 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 हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद श्री कृष्ण गोविंद श्री कृष्ण श्री कृष्ण गोविंद 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 हरे मुरारे 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 हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव 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 हे श्री कृष्ण गोविंद Shri Krishna Govind, Shri Krishna Govind, Shri Krishna Govinda, Shri Krishna Govinda, Shri Krishna Govinda, Shri Krishna Govinda, Shri Krishna Govind, 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 Shri Krishna Govinda, Shri Krishna Govind, Shri Krishna Govinda, 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 Hare Murari, He Nath Nara, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. बोलिए श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की। नमः पार्वती पदये हर हर। हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम। We saw yesterday that Rantidev asked to be seated in our hearts so that he can take away the sorrows of each jivas, not human being. Akhil Deh Bhajam. He feel the joy and sorrow is not dependent on situation. It is dependent on the periphery of your mind and heart. When we go out in the world to take the sorrows, then a person has to forget his personal sorrows. More you impersonalize your life, more the mind will become quiet and silent. And more we personalize it, more the mind will become little difficult to control. In a spoonful, supposing a glass of water is there, and you put a spoonful of poison, so the water will be more poisonous. Same amount of poison in the bucket will make the water less poisonous. And same if you put in one big tank or even a pond, water almost will be very less poisonous. Similarly, our poison of sorrow and joy, more I give a pervasiveness to it, lesser it becomes poisonous. So there is one shlok also comes, Ye kechit dukkita loke, this is Manusmriti, te sarve swasukhechaya. Ye kechit sukhita loke, te sarve par sukhechaya. Whosoever are sad, they are desiring their joys. Whosoever are happy are desiring somebody else's joys. So Rantidev is a very unique character actually. I have not found even a parallel person in Puranas or in other place. But what message it has to give to us, this whole episode, is that Karma Yoga is based on I'm going out to see where I can remove the load of any person or load of any system. This is what Hanumanji did. This is what Bharatji did. This is what Lakshmanji did. And for that I should not be having my own personal load. Otherwise, you will not have the potency and inspiration to take away somebody else's sorrows. And everybody needs some kind of help. Some kind of support he needs, some kind of... You cannot say that nobody needs any seva. Something is required in everybody's. He needs some kind of maybe emotional support, maybe financial support, maybe some encouragement, maybe some kind of ethical support. You cannot say that I don't have anything to give and he has nothing to take. So, this is important aspect of life, and this is what Gurudev did. This is what Vivekananda did. I mean, big person is different, great person are different. Those who have lot of money, they may be big person, big politician, president. They are because of some outer prarabdha, what has made them big. Great person are those whose mind is very big to embrace others' heart and take away their some kind of concern or worry. And this was, even this feeling itself is very purifying. Therefore you chant the mantra, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhaved. It is impossible. Last line and all four lines are almost impossible. Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha, all should be happy. How is it possible? That means everybody is so great and punyashali. Sarve Bhavantu Niramaya, nobody should have any diseases. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, all may see auspicious. ये कहाँ से? पहले हम ही तो देख लें. माँ कश्चित दुख भाग भवेद, nobody should have any sorrows. हम सोचते हैं अच्छी है, तो वो भी impossible prayer है, ये तो हो ही नहीं सकती है. But it is to make our mind rather than making the person around. I have a feeling like that. And this is the beauty of Rantidev, and because he had very developed emotions. If emotions are developed, so developed emotions means that your emotion can scan much farther in time and space. The ability to identify with bigger and loftier for a long time is called the emotional development of a personality. That is called, he had very developed emotions. He can identify with that. I gave you the example, if you remember. There was Dr. Abdul Kalam was there, who was the President of India. He was a rocket scientist earlier. He is called the main architect behind India's atomic power. So along with him, his boss was Satish Dhawan. And they were launching one rocket. And the rocket failed and the government had a loss of crores of rupees. All were responsible, but his boss Satish Dhawan said that I will address the press conference. And he said that is our failure and we apologize. there must be something, you will correct it. And after a few years, again they launched, and it was successful, very big success. And again the press conference was called, and at that time, Professor Satish Dhawan told Abdul Kalam that now you address the conference. Your whole life is how big you can think, how loftier you can identify. It is more of merging your heart with many hearts, rather shrinking the heart with my own personal sorrows, joys, etc. यही चैलेंज होता है लाइफ का, यही दिस इज द चैलेंज ऑफ आवर लाइफ. My sorrow, my joys are too big for me, and not somebody else's joys are big for me. My joys and my sorrows, my achievement, my failure, my family, all is very big. This shell has to be broken in order to live a little quieter life. This shell, otherwise a person will be, more you shrink, more you will be disturbed, because that joy will become more insecure. Bigger is your joy, more secure it is. Smaller is your joy, more insecure it is. ठीक है. Because anything big cannot be taken away so easily. I cannot remove the sun from its place. I cannot remove the earth from its orbit. I can remove this paperweight. This is small. I can remove this book. If you have a very personal joy, it can be removed very fast. If I have a personal joy. But supposing I have a joy of whole ashram and mission, it is difficult to remove it. You cannot take it away so easily. You can snatch away my personal joy, but you cannot snatch away my joy of my religion or my country. That joy is non-snatchable. That is what makes the person happy, because he has very big issue. His happiness is not compromisable on this aspect. Therefore, Gurudev used to be happy. Many people whom Gurudev taught, they left the mission. Leaving the mission, they started their own organization. And they started teaching the same things which we are teaching in Chinmaya mission. In a different umbrella. And many devotees from here went there also. So, somebody went to Gurudev. I said, see, he is... Gurudev, I never saw disturbing. Gurudev said, what else he will teach other than what I have taught? And secondly, I am also addressing to the Hindus. He is also addressing. So, just by changing the cup, the coffee is not changed. So, it is the same joy he is giving, the same joy I am giving. It doesn't matter. ये गुरुदेव में था, बहुत ज़्यादा था. This was very strongly I saw, very big heart. Where was that shown? That day, it was shown, if you see, on that evening, crowdfunding, that maybe Vivekananda Rock. Oh, some of you had gone also. Their Gurudev's name is there. But that was there. Eknath Ranade was there, so when he asked. At that time, 10,000 in 69, very big amount. When he was the first to donate. Many people from different institutions came. And they said, shall I join Chinmaya mission? He said, no, you are working there, you are doing good work. You continue there. So this bigger is your thinking, okay, let me think something where you will be happy, 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 you will be happy. And you will find that I am much more quieter and much more safer in my life. नहीं ठीक करे ना. Or my sorrow is not my sorrow. If everybody is happy with that, my sorrow is, I'm withdrawing my sorrow. But if you are happy, then I am fine with that. My sorrow is my sorrow because it is not your sorrow. I'm going to sort out your sorrow. My sorrow, I'll manage it. My sorrow is manageable. I will do something to dilute my sorrow and my personal problems. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel was there. He was fighting a case. In between, somebody gave him one chit. He said some urgent matter is there. So he saw, put in the pocket. And after the case was over, he came out of the court and started crying. His wife had passed away. So he said, but I am fighting for the country at that time. My sorrow and country's sorrow and country, I have to remove country's sorrow first. My sorrow I can manage later on. I will deal with my own sorrow later on. That is not an issue. But if I had dropped that case, the country would have suffered because of my personal emotions. Identify with something bigger, and you will find that whole people are rushing to give you joy. I used to say, sometimes, not only Gurudev, but many saints I used to say, when they go somewhere, whole city comes and tries to give them, flood them with honor. Many saints, even of Ramakrishna Paramahansa's mission I have seen. And when I discover this, because they have been giving so much of joy, everybody then wants to give him back what is there. So you are happy not in proportional to your qualification or your amount of money or amount of your dressing sense or aesthetic, or whether you are rich or whether you are having a car. I feel your happiness is proportional to more the periphery of your joy. Therefore I say impersonalize your life. When we live in Chinmaya mission, many things are there where I wanted it this way, but I felt if everybody is happy in this way, I'll fine with this way also. I cannot tell. You meet me personally, I'll tell you then. If everybody is happy in this way, I'm also fine with that way. And my sorrow is not important. If you are happy, then my sorrow is not. That I'll manage that. It is fine. We will sort it out. But you will be in discomfort. Well, we'll manage that. We will see how to tackle my discomfort. That is my personal thing. But main thing is that people around and the mission as a whole should be in good position. Or the society should be there. Try to get a leaf of message for yourself through these stories. It is not just one story which you see is very high. I cannot be fasting for 48 days. I will die in 2 days. I have to rush to R.K. Khan. No, that is not an issue. Issue is try to get what is the main point here. Issue is main point here. The army person, especially I have seen in India, in family, in my friends, all of a sudden tomorrow is a Deepavali. So that army person has taken a leave and he is playing crackers with his child and he is lighting the lamp in his house. All of a sudden an urgent call comes that you have to rush to that particular place in Kashmir or in Nagaland or in China border, and you have only 4 hours to prepare. I mean, leaving those crackers, leaving the children crying, he rushes there. What for? What for? Not for money. If you see how much they are paid, it is less than their sacrifice than they do. Similarly, many COVID warriors, they were called recently in the recent 2 years. Many doctors passed away. You must be knowing, all over the world, not only in South Africa. Many nurses passed away. Many pharmaceutical people passed away. Just because they were doing something for, even after that, but PPE, huh? Personal, PPT na, जो भी है, that kit, that also did not work at various places. Such people, they are the one who maintain the fragrance of the society. I can share my sorrow, I think he will understand. I can share my joy, I think he will appreciate it. And he will try to dilute it from my side. Otherwise, I think my way, you think your sorrow, my sorrow, he think your, then we all can't survive with each other. Then who will be for whom? So this was the Ranti Dev. Let me move behind. Not ahead. Behind we will move. Again, I told you I'll go, because I had jumped 1-2 chapters. So I was thinking why to jump. So let me see 1-2 chapters. I'll try to see that you are interested in it. And if you are not finding interesting, still you listen as if it is very interesting. And you are forcing me to listen like this. Yes. If you remember, Urvashi was married to Pururava. Pururava. And he had 6 children. Ayu, Shrutayu, Satyayu, Jay, Ray, Vijay and Jay. Thank God 6 are there, otherwise not less than 1,000, 2,000. So, in his family, there was one person, his name was Gadi. Gadi, tell me, Gadi is the father of Vishwamitra. And something happened, some change, some mistake happened. Gadi had a daughter called Satyavati. And Satyavati came. And Richik one was Rishi. And he wanted Gadi, his daughter. Gadi's daughter was Satyavati. Richik was a Brahmin. Gadi was a Kshatriya. And he wanted a daughter, Satyavati. If you are confused, don't put pressure. So, if you are understanding, well and good. So, he said, I will develop a charu. Charu means a kind of kheer that will have son from your wife also, Gadi, and my wife also, and her mother also. Richik told to Gadi that I will develop a kheer. If they consume both of them, my wife will also consume. My wife is your daughter, plus her mother also. Her mother was the sister of Gadi. Well, I'm not understanding. Her mother, Satyavati's mother, was the what is called wife of Gadi. Not sister, wife of Gadi. So now many players are there together. So Gadi, his wife, Satyavati, daughter, then Richik, who got married with Satyavati, he gave Charu to Satyavati and Charu to the mother of Satyavati also. I hope situation is not that bad. So, by mistake the charu got changed. Something happened, something. And it so happened that charu means that kheer with a particular sankalp was there, that this will be there. And Satyavati, and what happened, that the one which had to be given to Satyavati was given to mother, and what has to be given to the mother was given to the Satyavati. This has happened. Anyway, so what? Both were having different sankalp. One was having the sankalp of a kshatri. He was a kshatri sankalp because Gandhi was a kshatri and he was a Brahmin. Oh, Richik was a Brahmin. But the kshatri sankalp was taken by Satyavati and Brahman sankalp was taken by that mother, and that created a problem. So Satyavati went. By mistake they took all these things and he said it should not happen. Then Richik said, okay, no problem, Satyavati, instead of your son, because Brahmin, now he is a Kshatri, but from Brahmin, Kshatri will come up a very Ugra Subhav Brahmin. Ugra Subhav Brahmin, because he was a Brahmin. So he said, never mind, that Subhav will be born from your grandson. And so from Satyavati came a son, his name was Jamadagni. And Satyavati slowly became river, and that river's name was Kaushiki. So this is in 12th chapter, 15.12, 15 chapter, 12 shlok. You will think I'm just firing here and there. 15.12, see 9th. Sa cha bhaut su mahapunya kaushiki lok pavini. I hope you have got it. 15.12. 15th chapter, I have gone behind. You are going ahead. 15th chapter, 12th verse. Never you go behind like that. So, and that became Kaushiki. Not Kaushiki Chaitanya, but that was a Kaushiki river. And this Jamadagni married the daughter of Renu Rishi, and her name was Renuka, whom Jamadagni married. See how much has been written, how much authenticity is there. And from Renuka and Jamadagni was born P. Ram, Parashuram. Oh. So from that was born Parashuram. And Parashuram cleansed the whole world of the wrong Kshatris. Now, this was asked by Parikshit. I hope you got certain point. See, now Parashuram was the one who was Brahmin, but he had a Ugra Swabhav. That wrongly which was taken, that which had to go to Satyavati's mother, and she had taken with that sankalp. So this is the grandson. He is the grandson of Satyavati, Parashuram. If you are not understanding, don't worry. So, now Parikshit ji asked this question. Now tell me, Shukdev ji, how come, what happened? Then Parikshit ji, Shukdev ji said, I am telling you. So, there was one Arjun, his name was Shastrarjun, not Gita Arjun. Once there was one Arjun, his name was Shastrarjun. So, he pleased Dattatreya Bhagwan. Who? Shastrarjun. So he got in boon 1,000 arms. And with 2 arms only you can't defeat somebody who has weapon. He had 1,000 arms. So at one time you could, 500 arrows he could shoot. Imagine 500 arrows. Who will fight with him? So he had, see it was written in 18 shlok, Avyahat Indriya Oj Shri Tejo Viri Asho Balam. See, 18 shlok, second line. So, he had lot of power. When you do lot of upasana and you have desire, So Bhagwan will give valor, Bhagwan will give fame, Bhagwan will give money, everything he could get. So he can become subtle, he can become gross, and this way he was very powerful. Oh, Sahasrarjun, he became very powerful. When power is there and intellect is not, then it is dangerous then. If a mad person has a gun, it's like that. Like the terrorist attack, they have heavily loaded gun, but their mind is not okay. Or the robbers sometime here, it is like that. So, one day he went to Narmada. And I have gone to the place where he has gone, near Maheshwar. And there, this Sahasrarjun with his wives, he was playing with water. So, thousands arm, he stopped the flow of Narmada ji. Ravan was at the bank doing some puja, etc. All water came and eroded where Ravan was there. So, Ravan went and provoked him. He said, "Hey, what are you doing?" So he held Ravan and put him into prison. Don't think Ravan was not defeated. Bali had defeated Ravan, Sahasrarjun had defeated Ravan. So after Pulasji came, he said, "Bhai, he is my son, bole theek hai, aap le jao." Otherwise, he said, I said, I'll use him to play with the children. My children will play with him. So this way, he quite became arrogant. I told you, success is not very good for a long time. From time to time, one should fail also. From time to time, one should fall, fail. Then he knows that, because when everything happens as I want, I feel I'm very successful. I can do whatever I want. This thought enters into our head. Somebody should be breaker. And after that, one day he was going in the village, in the jungle. And Jamadagni Rishi's ashram he went. So Jamadagni Rishi, seeing he's a king, he welcomed with lot of puris and kachoris and samosas. And he gave lot of cold drink and lassis. Lassi also you had, paneer pakoras. He gave everything. So, in no time, this nice, first the starters was there. First was a cold drink, then soup was there, then starters were there. And that too for thousands of people in hardly 10 minutes, 20 minutes, everything came in plate. So this Sahasrarjun, he hit his head with 1,000 arms. He said, he said, how is it possible? He is up to a simple ashram and Rishi is there, and how is it possible? So he asked him, he said, can I see your kitchen? How many people, what fast speed is there? So then he saw Kamdhenu was there. Kamdhenu, the celestial cow. So he says, so beautiful Kamdhenu is there. Ab see, this is the arrogance. Without asking, he just took the Kamdhenu. देखो अधर्म हो जाता है. Don't take somebody's right. And power, देखो, one is called Kshatri Bal, other is called Brahman. We both require both. Kshatri Bal is for protection of the society. And hand also are Kshatri, eyes are Brahman. So hand, if something hits, so hand will try to protect it. Hand will try to hold it. Whether it is he is hitting on the stomach or on the leg or on the face, everywhere hand will come and try to protect that if somebody hits. Eyes cannot protect if somebody is hitting. No part of the body can protect if, therefore what they did, robbers, they tie the hand first if they kidnap somebody. Or the police is there, handcuffs are there. Mouth cuff is not there. So handcuff is there because he has held the hand like that, now you can't do anything. So this is the thing. So, bhai, Kshatri Bal is there. No, Kshatri Bal is meant for protection of the Kshatri and robber. One difference is there. Both are very valorous and both have arms and maybe both are well trained. Both kill. One is killing, Kshatri, the robber is killing for his personal gain, and Kshatriya kills to protect the bigger principle of life. So this is what is required. Kshatriya bal is required and Brahmana bal is required. But he didn't ask. See, so much Abhiman was there. He could have asked, requested, at least Vishwamitra had asked. So he didn't ask. He said, well, lelo. And a person has arrogance, he feels I can do anything. I can do anything. Because he was quite successful and he was having all the power. I can do anything, I can go anywhere. Arey bhai, you cannot do anything. There are divine laws also. You will be stopped by someone at some place, at some time, in some manner. And then he forcefully took to Mahishmati, same Maheshwar, Shastrarjun, where near Narmada, Maheshwar is there. We had camp once in Maheshwar. So Jamadagni was very frustrated, very sad about it, that my cow has been taken away, now how will I do havan, etc. If power is with the renunciate, he knows how to use the power. If power is with the bhogi, so bhogi will destroy that power and exploit others with that power. When you get the power, it is to serve, it was to please the devatas and so that the rain happens on time. And therefore the milk that he was getting through and the, the ghee, etc. he was getting through that Kamdhenu, he was using it for propitiating the devatas and God. Who? Jamadagni. And this is what has happened. So nobody can be little free for a long time. Somebody will come to stop you. Somebody will, if I am doing wrong, supposing, so 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 10 day, maybe 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 year, system will throw somebody from somewhere who will obstruct you. And if I am doing right, maybe initially obstacles must be there. But slowly, those people who are obstructing, they alone start supporting you. So be very careful in life. What is required is extreme care. God's system knows how to maintain its sanctity and cleanliness. It will clean it up. It will detox the system, not the body. Body detoxification is, we are thinking a lot about that. Somebody will come, some Modi will come to clear up the whole mess. Again, if he goes, somebody else will come in another 100 years, somebody will be coming. ऐसा नहीं है कि India will be like that, a system will be like that. Somebody will come, depending on the yuga at some time. To deal with these people, Parashuram ji was required. Jamadagni was not a fighter. Tell me why? He was Brahmin. So he more in his studies, contemplation, meditation. So he was not a fighter. But Sahasbhahu was a fighter. Now his son called Parashuram, he was a tremendous fighter. So he came back, he said, Pitaji, what's going on? He said, see, he started crying. Jamadagni started crying. He said, see, my cow they took away and this is what has happened. And how will I do havan tomorrow? I don't have ghee, I don't have curd, I don't have milk. And he didn't ask me also. He was so abrupt and arrogant. And this is the thing. And he got so angry. Parashuramji. He went straight away to his place. And all alone, he is Avesha avatar. And it is written in a 31st slok, Manaha anilaujaha parachakra sudana. His speed was like the mind and the air. Why you need somebody tough to deal with these people? And after that, he just started all alone, single-handedly. He cut his all hands first of all. After cutting his hands, he removed all the soldiers and ultimately he brought back that cow. And he really massacred, and he butchered everybody there. Left and right, up and down, anybody in the city he saw, he just butchered everybody. Parashuram. All the army was smashed. And he came back to his father. He said, see, this is the Kamdhenu back is there. Only thing what has gone wrong, that his son ran away. Whose son? Sahasbahu's son. So he couldn't kill them. That is the risky point now. Now, 38, 39, 40th slok is very important. 15th chapter, please take it. Ram Ram Mahabaho Bhavan Papam Akarashit Avadhin Naradevam Yat Sarvadev Mayam Vritha Vayam Hi Brahmanastata Kshamaya Arhanatam Gataha Yaya Loka Gurur Deva Parameshthamagat Padam Kshamaya Rochate Lakshmihi Brahmi Sauri Yatha Prabha Kshaminamashu Bhagavan Tushyate Haririshwaraha. Especially 39 and 40th slok, try to by heart it, or at least take it. If you cannot by heart, take it. He said, what happened? He said, I just butchered everybody left and right. Nonsense, people there. He said, what happened to Bahu? Sahasbahu. He said, I cut all his. Holy, what? You didn't cut all his hands you cut? Well, yes. Now his father said, Bhai, what you did? You should not have done this. Bhavan papam akarashit. ये तो पाप कर दिया तुमने. Avadhi naradevam yad sarodevam vita. Okay, if supposing he had taken, you should have given some small punishment and taken the cow. Why you smashed everybody left and right? It's called left, right and center. Here this expression is used quite strongly. वहाँ भी यूज करते हैं सिंगापुर नहीं बोले I gave him left, right and center. Scolding or beating? Both. Huh? Both. Scolding only. Achha, I thought it is beating also. He said, Bhai, dekho, बैठो. Please sit down. Vayam hi brahmana. Our work is to contemplate. Our work is to meditate. Our work is to see and butter, milk of the scriptures you bring out by churning, by doing tapasya. And you know how you can do it. He said, how Pitaji? He said, by one thing. Kshamaya arhanatam gataha. By kshama only. Because anywhere you live, you will have some people who will not do right, some people will always do something wrong. And because if you are a kshatriya, you should fight it with the arms and take him to the court or do all sorts of things. But if you have the Brahmin mind, you want a quietness, you feel, you give that matter to God and you do your own work, you are becoming very aggressive and very rebellious. I tell you, no relation, either husband, wife, brother, can sustain without overlooking some faults. What I have seen, whether it is a family of 5 people, whether it is brother, whether it is sister, whether it is husband, wife. Why? Because it is very difficult for somebody that he will not do anything wrong. He is not that great person that he will not do anything wrong. Definitely he will do something wrong. And if you keep his wrongness in your mind all the time, what you are meant for some bigger purpose, that will fall down. And this is the vritti of kshama is required. If you have a kshatri mind, you fight it out. Go out on the open, take to the police, go to the court, then all that things what comes along with that, risk to the life, family, running, then that will be along you. But at least at a personal level somebody does, at least do kshama. At a social level, if something wrong is done, then they require to be punished from police or from the country level. See what is written here? Yaya lok guruhu devaha parameshtyam agat param. By this kshama only, Brahmaji has become Brahmaji. I hope you are. If mother had not forgiven us for so many faults, we won't be sitting here. If father had not forgotten, therefore it is said in mother there is a ansh of Prithvi Devta. Because Prithvi forgives us. We don't even do offer namaskar to Prithvi and we walk. If somebody's feet touches you, then you say sorry. And 100 times we are walking on the Mother Earth. Where is the sorry for that? Forgiveness is a virtue where you see is a mistake, you give space and time, you correct it. And teacher has to be the avatar of Kshama only. Of Gurudev I used to see how many people were doing so many things wrong. Do you think mission is made by money or mission is made by acharyas? Mission is made by forgiveness. If Gurudev had not forgiven us for so many things, we won't be here. क्यों भाई? देखो क्या लिखा है, क्षमया रोचते लक्ष्मी ही, 40th श्लोक, you see? मिला 40th श्लोक, ब्राह्मी सौरी यथा प्रभा. See? Kshamaya rochate Lakshmi. So by the Kshama only, Brahman's greatness in a Kshama, like sun's glory is because of the rays. Sauri yatha prabha. Many people are doing something wrong or saying, and I am in aggressive mood with everybody. Imagine what mind I will have. How I can talk, how I can think. If everybody is fault, I also know this is wrong, not that I don't know. I know very well. This much common sense I also have, this is right, this is wrong. We are not foolish. But if everybody, there are so many people outside, so many people here. Some are writing something, some are saying something, some have not done what I wanted, some have done something else. And if everybody's fault I keep in my mind, imagine what I will develop all diseases under the earth. So, certain things, if I can improvise, I can improve, I'll tell the person, please come here, do this, don't do this, this is wrong of you. 1 chance, 2 chance, 3 chance, I'll give you. Certain things are out of my control. We'll see what to do. Very few people will be there in life who will really understand you and even do justice with you. What you do to them, they will not equate the equations. Beauty ही यही होती है. Beauty ही यही होती है. And outside, some kind of punishment has to be given. We will give that punishment. But inside, keeping the grudge and burning, that is what is anti-God. We all make mistakes. For my mistake, I want you should forgive me. So, Kshaminam Ashu Bhagavan Tushyate Haririshwar. See this last line, underline that please. 40th Shlok. Kshaminam Ashu. Ashu means jaldi se, fast. Bhagwan है Ashutosh. Ashutosh means Lord Shiva. So Ashu, Bhagwan प्रसन्न हो जाते हैं. अब see Kakbhushundi ji's guru was there, if you remember. Guru kar drog karo din rati. He was rebelling against his guru. Mani, kapti, kutil, kujati, guru kar drog karai din rati. A Guru is explaining here, and Shivji comes there and curses to become a python. And their Guru chants Naradradrashtak Namamish Mishan. When he said, if you leave him, if you make him python, and already he is a foolish boy, he will become worst. ये तो ऐसे ही पागल है. If you ताही पर क्रोध न कीजिए कृपा सिंधु भगवान, तो माया बस जीव जड़ संतत फरी. He is a born foolish person. But he needs some chances, he needs some training, he needs some kind of education. Do something in his life so that he can get out of his problems also in due time. Shivji said, Nyan gajab ho tum. He insulted you so much and still you have that poise. I'm more happy seeing your saintliness rather than anything else. तदपि देखी साधुता तुम्हारी. ठीक है ना. हस्बैंड वाइफ में टेंशन क्यों होता है? Sometimes husband wife tension is there. Most of the cases wife is wrong or husband is wrong. I cannot give it up. अरे छोड़ो उसको, हो गया, कोई बात नहीं. Let us come back, let us have a cup of coffee. But you shouted in the morning, हो गया, चलो, I will not remember that. नहीं हो सकता, आप रह नहीं सकते किसी सिस्टम में. You cannot live in any system. I have yet to see any flawless system because it is all made out of Maya. And people's mind is also made out of Maya. There is nothing called perfect, everything goes on very well in my house. In your house, what happened? You know that. You are sweeping under the carpet. That means a perfect place, perfect country, perfect house. ऐसा नहीं होता. आप देखो, ठीक है. What corrective measures are required? You take corrective measures also. Please, I'm repeating it. Something has to be done, you do it. You have to scold. You have to take some action, take action. In your heart, don't burn. My only... Akbar had called one warrior. He said, I want to admit you in my regiment. He said, yes. Another came. He said, what do you do? Well, I also want to. But only one place is there. Both of you fight and let me see who is better one. Even if somebody is killed, I don't mind, Akbar said. So both took out their swords. And the fighting started. It came to the peak. So somebody, he pinned other person. One warrior, he pinned. And he was about to stab him. And as he was stabbing this person who was lying on his, he spat on his face. Immediately withdrew his sword and he said, we'll fight later. Akbar said it was a golden chance. You could have killed him or at least defeated him, and why you withdrew? He said, as long as we were fighting in the sword, I was thinking I'm working for the country, I'm for the regiment. Moment he spat on me, I became angry because he spat on me personally. Therefore, if I had killed now, it will become a sin. I'm not in the right frame now. First, I don't want to be burning personally. Kshama, whatever you have to do, you do all the corrective. Supposing you do something wrong, or any student of mine does something, I'll call him, I'll scold him, I'll punish what is required. But in the hearts of my heart, I'll not burn, I'll not be revengeful about that. It won't disturb my meditation and it won't disturb my pravachan because of that. Why? Because that person is also extension of the Virat. Punishment has to be given. Whatever punishment is there, he will be rewarded the punishment. No doubt. Maybe I'll stop talking. Maybe I'll not talk. Maybe I'll give him some tongue lashes. ठीक है. But in my heart, Bhagwan, let good happen to that person. in the long run, let him be fine, let him be good, let him progress. Swasti bhavatu. खुश रहो आप जाके. As a parent also, those who are parent, they sometimes beat the child, they scold, but after some time they call on the same table to eat. You have forgotten? वो नहीं था. फिर माँ ने क्षमा कर दिया, ठीक है. I didn't get that meeting, etc. Therefore but I see. So this is one lesson we all have to take from this. I hope. Now another story comes. Not over, don't be happy. So, what was the wife's name of Parashuram? Parashuramji's wife? Huh? Mummy? Huh? No, Parashuramji's mother, sorry. Mother. Arey wow. This is called intelligence, a spontaneity of response, immediately responds. Other are just watching it. So, Renuka is there. बाकी सब बैठे यंग लोग यहाँ. So, Renuka had gone to Ganga Ji. Another story, this is over. Okay, interesting, sounds interesting. Sounds interesting. गलती होगी, आप जो एक्शन लेना हो लो आप. Don't keep any grudge in the heart. That is what the moral of the whole thing is. And this again I learned from the saints. Swami Shivanandaji was there. I told you, in Rishikesh room somebody entered and hit him with a knife. He started bleeding. Outside devotees were there. I mean, he was a mad person, something was there. He opened his back door, he said, run from this door, otherwise they'll beat you. वो महात्मा बनता ही इसलिए है because his heart is always cool and quiet. शीतलता सरलता मयत्री. शीतलता. What makes a Mahatma is the coolness of his heart and the good wishes which is flowing from his heart. I remember about Odiya Baba, somebody did wrong in his ashram. Some person means who was a sannyasi. So Baba said, I'll not talk to you till you chant 5,000 times Vishnu Sahasranam. 5,000 times. I mean, out from the ashram, go out. He went to Haridwar. Baba not talking was, he was disheartened, he was badly shattered. And there he went alone, he took one cottage, one kutia was there near Ganges, and there he started chanting. And this ashram was opened, Vrindavan, which is Odiya Baba's ashram. And he was not called. So somebody said, Baba's ashram is opened. Why you? He said, but Baba has not said, go ahead. Bole, no, we will get permission. So they got permission, and Baba said, no, if he wants to come, he can come. So he came. Offered namaskar. Baba didn't see also. Anybody who was not doing sadhana, Baba was not talking many times. कुछ नहीं. 2 दिन, 3 दिन, 4 दिन, 5 दिन बात ही नहीं करते थे. This was his way of reprimanding. And ultimately, he went away. Somebody said, बात कर लीजिए. He has come, please stop. And this person said, Baba, for a small thing, I was so much punished. He said, can't I punish you for this? Good that you were outside. And then Baba, after he completed his 5,000, then he embraced. Always keep the heart. Feeling should not be. Because he has hurt me, doesn't mean I should also be hurting. It is his immaturity that he hurt. इसको याद रखना. It is his immaturity. I am not immature person. Anyway, let me go to the part 2 of the story. So, Renuka was the case. Come back. Renuka. And she was near Gangaji. And there she saw that one Gandharva called Chitrath, Gandharvanam Chitratha, in Gita it comes. He was dancing with lot of damsels, etc. So she had gone to fetch water. Who? Renuka. She had gone to fetch water from the Ganges. And she saw this Chitrath. Acha. And a time for Havan was passing away. Havan was of Jamadagni. And she got quite infatuated with that Chitrath for a moment. Because he was too beautiful and too handsome. Who? Chitrath. So mentally, she didn't go and talk, etc. She just mentally, and she got lost for a moment. But when you are too pure, for a moment of digression has a big sin after that actually. So, not because of Chitrath, but Chitrath had Ishwaransh in that. She was infatuated more to that Ishwaransh. Swami Abhedananda used to put it like that. Bacha liyo. Swamiji said, well, this Chitrath, because Gandharvanam Chitratha has come in Bhagavad Gita, 10th chapter, so she was more attracted to the God. I am just putting his words as it is. So she came there, folded her hands in front of. She came back in the ashram, Jamadagni. And Jamadagni, Bhai Satrikal Rishi, he knew the mind. I told you, if you are too pure, for a moment of mental impurity also invites the sin. So he called his sons. He said, kill her, cut her head. So all the sons said, no, I won't do it. Apini, she's a sinner. Then he called Parashuram. He said, Ram, this is Parashuram, not that Bhagavan Ram. Rama Sanchodita Pitra Bhratrun Matra Sahavadhit, 6th Shlok, 16th chapter. And he took his sword, axe. Who? Parashuram. He cut the head of the mother, cut the head of all the sons who did not obey. Wait, the story is yet to reach its climax. Wait. And second line says, Prabhavagyo mune samyak samadhes tapasascha saha. He knew that after this, he will be happy with me, Father, and he will ask a boon, and I ask him to get back the life. So Parashuram ji, he did it. This is called the far-sighted of the person. Far-sighted. पितृ भक्त हो, भक्ति हो तो पूरी हो, तब फल पूरा आएगा. आदि भक्ति का फल नहीं आता. Parashuram was पितृ भक्त. He said, when he has said, I won't say no, whatever is he will say, but I will, because my intentions are very pure. And then he asked, he said, okay, Parashuram, what do you want? Prita Satyavati Sutaha. He said, I'm very happy. He said, please, my mother should come back to life, and my brothers also should come, and they should not remember this episode. Otherwise they'll be upset and angry on me. देखो कितना सब सोच के बोलते हैं. हम लोग कुछ और ही बून मान लें. आज का बून बोले चॉकलेट, कैडबरीज चॉकलेट. So अच्छा, एक बात हंसी की बताते हैं आपको. हंसी की बात बताते हैं आपको. And anyway, they got up as they had slept. And Pitaji's tapobal was there, Sankalp Matra. And Sankalp Matra, he knew. I mean, he had a faith on his father that my father has so much of tapasya that he will come back, he can bring back to life also. Surrender karo to pura karo, nahi to mat karo. Half surrender doesn't work here. And you know what happened? What is the laughable point about Jamadagni? Tell me. What is the laughable point about Jamadagni? Good. Same he preached that you should have forgiven. And his wife's mistake wouldn't forget. He only said that when he had killed that Sahasrabahu, etc., we are worshipped because of Kshama and this and that. And supposing she had done the wrong thing, of course she had done, I think a milder punishment was required, not that cut the head straight away. ये कोई बात हुई, cut the head. ये तो परशुराम जी समझ गए, supposing other person was not knowing then, तब तो वापस ही नहीं आती. Then who would have given him tea coffee in the morning? So, vrate hatanam ramopi jivitam chasmritim vade. ये है. And therefore, one should not interfere in God's work. Parashuram ji is God. Same thing Balaram ji did. You know what Balaram ji did? When Rukmani ji was taken away by Bhagwan Krishna, so her brother was there. Who? Rukmi. Khub jagda hua. Rukmi and Bhagwan Krishna fought, and ultimately he tied him and he shaved his head. Bhagwan Krishna. Parashuram ji, Balaram ji, he said, what is this Krishna? ये ऐसे कहीं करते हैं क्या? गलत बात तुम करते हो, ये कैसे क्या? This is very bad, insulting a person, shaving his head, tying, and from his turban only are tying him. What is all this nonsense you are doing? Behave yourself. This is not the way to do it. खूब डांटा, छोड़ दिया उन्होंने. In one marriage of Aniruddha, etc., this Rukmi and Balaram ji was playing dice, and he was sarcastically passing some comment for Balaram ji. Ultimately, Balaram ji only killed him. मारा, लेके मारा. He took one mace, ऐसा मारा सर पे. कहाँ आप ही मना कर रहे थे, आप ही मार डाले. In other words, God's work, they are God. Whether he is Parashuram, whether he is Bhagwan, don't interfere in God's work. Anyway, अरे एक स्टोरी तो रह गई. These sons were alive. These sons of Parashuram, let me hurriedly. Sons of Sahasbahu. They wanted to take revenge now. Now Parashuram ji was not there. He was in deep meditation, Jamadagni. And he didn't know inside outside. They come and they cut the head. कोई head से कम man कर ही नहीं रहा है. Everybody is cutting the head only. No, nothing is short of that कि हाथ तोड़ दे, पैर तोड़ दे. ऐसा नहीं, सीधे शरीर काट दे रहे. So, and they took away the head. Parashuram ji came again. अब बाप रे. I've told him he was Pitravat, father ko. He again went, smashed the whole city. He made a pyramid of heads there. क्या क्या इन लोग करते हैं? And 21 times he cleared the Kshatri, and after that he brought the head back, and ultimately he made the Sankalp Murti, and Parashuram ji was again alive, and he did yajna, etc. This was the power available at that time. So this is in short the story of Parashuram. So Kshatri Bal is good because it protects. See, you are sitting here because security is all fine. If you see there is no security here and there, then you cannot sit here also. So Kshatri Bal protects us, and Brahman gives the eyes to work. Both are required, and both have to be well protected, and both are complementing each other. If Brahman Bal is not there, who will guide? And if Kshatriya Bal is not there, who will protect? You need guiding force, and you need protecting force as well. So more we will see. Tomorrow one more story will come. Tomorrow also. Okay, one more. Let us see what is tomorrow. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः.
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद.